Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. Oh my god, it's freezing in Bendigo today. I thought I'd make this second video. This one's really short, and as promised, this is the second part of providing a bit more detail for assessment 1.2. So what I want to do in this second video is really focus on how you present your information in completing your presentation to the board. So you can choose any presentation software that you would like. I would expect most of you would use PowerPoint, but if you want to use Prezi or if there's some other presentation software that you're keen on, please feel free to do that. The key to this assessment is focusing on key aspects of the Sverrisson and Duckett report. You don't need to cover all of the report. Think really clearly about the information that would be of most interest to the board. You can really take any focus you would like. Students who do really well in this assessment will draw in other information from other sources and make sure they reference that. As previously discussed in the previous video, you are not required to write a speech. Your notes need to indicate that you have enough content for 20 minutes. Remember, in giving a great presentation, you might want to give some examples, promote some discussion, ask some questions. Your speaking notes need to be detailed enough that a board member who wasn't at the presentation, who picked up your notes, would be able to clearly follow what your presentation was about. Remember tips for great presentations. Don't put too much information on your slides. Don't make them too busy. People want to be able to read them. And you also don't want people just to sit and read your slides. You want them to engage with your presentation. I always use the term PowerPoint karaoke. When you sit at a presentation or at a conference and you've just got somebody who stands up with a million slides one after another, it's really boring. All the information that you want to convey doesn't need to be on your slides. That's what your speaking notes are for. Okay, so what I've done is I've produced one slide from a presentation that I would do if I needed to do this assessment. This is intended as a guide only, a really simple guide. Most of you will do a much better job than me because I did it really quickly last night. If I was doing this assessment, I would probably use about 5 slides only. So I think the thing to remember, it's a 20-minute presentation. You don't want 20 slides. In my slide, I considered just focusing on one condition. So you'll see that my slide's about asthma. But then there is no problem focusing more generally. And in fact, you don't need to focus on a condition at all if you don't want to. You might think that there's something else really interesting in the Sverrisson and Duckett report that you'd like to focus on. I've given you one slide and the speaking notes for that slide, but please remember that I would have a reference list at the end of my presentation and a reference list at the end of all of my notes. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope the slide that I produced and the notes is okay as a guide. You'll all be able to mark me and perhaps think whether I pass or not, but hopefully it gives you the idea. Okay, have a great day and take care, and I'll talk to you soon.